Please stop. Please stop in my lifetime. Stop it now.
One thing that I'd love to say is that I know that the church is concerned for its members. They want to continue to retain them. They want them to continue to come to Jesus Christ. I believe that. I also know that I've had a faith crisis, and that has happened starting not that you hear throughout your whole life about all the anti-Mormon literature, all of the negative things out there that other entities are trying to do to bring God's church down. Problem is, that's not what caused my faith crisis. The church's policies, the way the church treats sexual abuse, and many other things are the things that caused me to start that faith crisis. And then once you start looking, the history is daunting. There's a lot of bad stuff out there. Benny Alger was just brought up. This policy of the way that we deal with accusations of sexual abuse is not new. I love the church. I love its people. I want to see change. My children attend the church. My wife attends the church. I recently have been attending the church. I love it. There are so many good things. But we can't keep the skeletons inside the closet. We can't say, well, that's not our responsibility. We don't have to report. You do have to report. If you want to retain your members, you have to report because it's not a big deal until it affects your family. All of our friends that we've talked to that have empathy for us, they all love us and they support us. But that doesn't mean that they can understand exactly what's going on until they are in that position. And then when they are, God forbid, because it does cause a tailspin. It does cause them to find these other scenarios where this has been happening for decades and for really, truly hundreds of years. It's sad. We don't want to see it continue. We want what you want. We want these members to be able to remain in the church because they're happy, because they believe what you're teaching, and they know that they are protected, that they are safe, and that you care about them. When they bring truth to you, when they bring you real abuse and you deny them and you tell them that they need to focus on forgiving the perpetrator, they do not feel loved. They do not feel protected. They do not feel spoken for. And so you say that you do not tolerate abuse. You say that over the pulpit in conference, but you do. You tolerate abuse. You allow abusers to continue to attend church. You allow abusers to come back into the church multiple times. There are egregious instances where you have rebaptized people that have sexually abused more than once for the same reason. It is insane. You can do better. You're in a position of power. Your people love you. Your church loves you. Do right by them. Do what you should do. Do what Jesus Christ wants to do, not what's best based off of what Kieran McConkie is telling you. That is what I have to say.
This is so true. You can do better. You must do better. President Nelson, this is you. You know, we want the children to be safe. We've suffered enough, and you're only going to destroy the church and its reputation when you don't protect victims. When you put their perpetrators first, when you put the concern for the perpetrators first, it's not going to help. But anyways, I'm again, before we go, do you have something else, Katie, before we go?
In case people watching aren't familiar with what's happening, Sam Young started all of this in 2018 when he found out his daughter was interviewed with inappropriate questions by her bishop when she was a teenager. And it took a book to the LDS Church headquarters with stories of victims. You can still read some of them at Protect LDS Children, I think .org. Do you want Protect LDS Children Volume 2, Volume 3, Volume 4? I mean, when is it going to stop? That is. Yeah. But I have to say that here because it's the abuse policy that is causing us to continue within LDS culture. And to every survivor and victim out there, we see you, we love you, we believe you. You do not have to feel like you wear a red leather. And if you do, and I've learned this, wear it with pride. Because the A that was slapped on me was for an adultery I didn't commit. I was molested. I was drunk. But now, just like the story my dad was telling, Amy was able. I am able to speak for you. And someday, I hope you'll be able to help other people and speak your truth and be healed by this. Brian and I didn't want to do this. We're not here to be famous. We're just trying to stop this. Stop it. Like Elder Uchtdorf said, just stop it now.
You're exactly right. Uchtdorf, you're exactly right. Just stop it. You know, and I think the deal is as I keep hearing these stories of abuse, that people I know personally, not just online, these are people I know personally, I've known for years, that I keep hearing stories of being abused over and over and over again. You know, a young man I know, it wasn't but a couple of months ago, he attempted suicide. And, you know, and it's because of some of what the church is doing. This is somebody I know personally. I know another girl, a friend of mine, his daughter. I'm seeing her on line on Facebook, and she's telling her story, and she's talking. This is families I know, and she's talking about her mental health being damaged by your policy, and she doesn't feel safe. And I keep hearing these stories. So what do I do? Do I ignore this and get on with my life? And I'd like to get on with my life, actually, because I spend a lot of money to come out here and do this and a lot of my time. But I have a moral duty to keep trying. I'm trying to get to you, President Nelson, to make a change. I'm here. Get a hold of me so that we can visit and see what I have to say. And if it's not anything of value, then move on and thank me for my words and let's move on. But if I believe there is something there for you, you know, that I've learned from great suffering. But anyways, that's our prayer today, and that's our message for today is to make a new approach. This is not it shouldn't be a dying church. This should be a living, breathing church. And you know, and the whole point of a prophet is to adopt new policy to with new knowledge. You know, humanity as a whole is gaining new knowledge every day. We're learning new truths. So what was done years ago was done with less knowledge, less understanding. You have more knowledge than those prophets, seers, and revelators that came before you. You need to be drawing on that, this new knowledge, new truth, hard evidence, to take a new approach, to learn, and to do better. But anyways, that's my message for you. We're praying for you, President Nelson, to be inspired, and we pray that you will take another look at your policy and let some others at the table. But that's our message for today, and we wish you a good night. And, I guess we'll let you go from here. We'll see you later. Oh, we have a survivor? Okay, we have another person that wants to speak. Come on over here. Come on over here. We have another survivor, he said.
Hi. Do you want me to tell my story?
Sure,
is this live stream?
Yeah.
Okay. Do I stand right here? Okay. Hi. My name's Elena.